Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you all for joining us live on the JQ Edge. And if you're watching the recording on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube, thank you for watching. And remember, you can always direct message us. So, right now, let's jump into this morning's Joy Intelligence Edge. It's a powerful one. It's a fun one. Are you ready? Strap yourselves in. Here's what I'd like you to repeat over and over today. I am doing it anyway. I am doing it anyway. Yesterday, I did it anyway. And here's the whole sort of overall story. External events. People will say you can't, you shouldn't, oh, don't do it that way. Or they ask when you're on a call for business or sales or even in a relationship, what's your experience? Why should I listen to you? And there's a difference. And when you are grounded, when you sit, breathe, think, and feel, and you do that reset, remember in relationships, in business, in communication, it may not be you, it's the other person. So I'm doing it anyway. Yesterday, a fabulous day, which I'll jump into, but first, the science, of course, where we start every morning. So you know this is grounded in fact and reality, not something mystical that you can't grab onto. We know that when you're resilient, or what we call psychological resilience, people who maintain a clear sense of purpose, a clear sense of purpose when challenged by external doubt, criticism, pressure, recover faster, perform better than those looking for external validation. Internal strength and resilience and emotional intelligence, joy intelligence, is more powerful than any external one. And I admit, I was one of those people. I was externally based in grad school, in my postdoc internship. I looked to others for validation. When you can validate yourself and feel strong, safety, presence, joy. Remember, joy is underneath all those emotions. You can get to it. And emotions are not right or wrong. They're not positive or negative. They're not good or bad. And when you have that internal sense of purpose and strength, the outside criticisms bounce off. You become like Superman or Superwoman. So yesterday was extraordinary. I did a fabulous training at a company, and they just ate up the tools for joy intelligence and how to communicate under pressure and how to resolve internal conflicts in a calm, cool, collected way where everyone joins together for their purpose. And then I said it. I'm going to do it. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. All around the training I did were other businesses. People say, oh, you can't go into a business and just introduce yourself. Uh, I I did it. I can do it. And I'm doing it anyway. And then I got hit right with the left hook and right hook immediately. I walked into a business, it was after lunch, and the owner was there. I didn't know that. And I said, I'd like to talk to whoever's in charge of bringing in trainers or consultants and have a 5-minute conversation to see if you're interested in letting us do a free lunch and learn. And the first question, right between the eyes, well, what's your expertise? Is this another woo-woo thing that won't last? And all I did was take a breath. Take that breath in, breathe out. And I said, no, it's trademarked, it's patent pending, it's real, and I know that we can transform your business results. And in fact, I can help you in 1 minute. That got attention. I didn't say anything about me. I didn't talk about my background. I didn't talk about my expertise. And here's a trick. Make it about the other person. Make it about the other person. Stay calm, cool, and collected. And I wasn't able to sit. I was standing, but I could do sit, breathe, think, feel. Hold it in, breathe out, do the reset. Think, what's the best answer here? Feel, what's the feeling that came up? For me, the feeling that came up with was immediately excitement. I get to say an answer, not an attack, not another jab, not feeling defensive, but feeling powerful with my own presence, safety, presence, and joy. You show up where people want to join you. And then my other trick is I asked an open-ended question, which is, what's your turnover rate here? And we scheduled an appointment for later on. So this works with anybody. So next, walked into a woman-owned business. How did I know? Because it says on the front, woman-owned business. And amazingly, extraordinarily, the same thing. What's my expertise? What am I doing in here? Did you see it's a woman-owned business? Sit, breathe, think, feel. So I was standing, I took my breath, thought, what's a different answer here? What's the feeling? Oh, I'm challenged. I get to meet the challenge because I know when I stand with confidence, this is going to work. Same with you. Passion. I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing it anyway. It was powerful. So I actually answered with a smile and I said, I don't know what uh, issues you're having or what your business concerns are, but I would love to learn if you have 5 minutes or we can make another appointment. I'm literally just going door to door to see if anyone can utilize my services, which I believe wholeheartedly can help. And we started to have a conversation. So for me, here's what I know. I've been at the bottom. I've been at the top, gone back down to the bottom, up and down, my own and others' people's, because sometimes I get over involved. And I've helped myself climb out of it. So I know the history of hitting bottom and getting out of it. And I know every emotion that comes with that. And I know every criticism. So I believe wholeheartedly I've got the mastery of helping anybody else let the outside forces and criticism bounce off. Become more resilient yourself in business, in relationships. And that's what psychological resilience is. So, question, what's your passion today? What's your passion today? What's one thing you can do today, regardless of the outside world telling you don't do it? And regardless of who asks, your credentials, you already have them. You already have the expertise. You know your stuff. So can you think for a moment, feel for a moment? What's one thing you're going to do today and do it anyway, not because anyone needs to validate it, because you know it's yours. You know it's going to propel you. You know you want to take the chance. So just think about that for a moment. Now, here's the best part. Those of you watching the video, those of you listening won't see it, but you can take your right or left hand and pat yourself on the shoulder, pat yourself on the back, give yourself kindness, gratitude. Execution is navigating through all the emotions, not fighting back, not shrinking in the moment, seeing other people's pains. So when that woman responded to me, I could see in her face, you don't have to be a psychologist. You can see people's pain and keep going through it in the moment and the next interaction and the next one. And when you just go moment to moment to moment, wow, the day goes like that. And you're moving through your plan. You're executing what you want to do. You're getting the proof is coming because you keep moving, you stay in action. And so after the call, after the interaction, I didn't shrink, I didn't fight back. And I got to tell you, my dad was from Brooklyn, New York. I learned many phrases that help you fight back verbally um, easily, but I've also learned don't put your foot in your mouth again. So I've mastered that. And I want to help you master that, not to be curt, not to be critical of others, but respond to the criticism in a way that shows up different, in a way that lets you show your safety, presence, and joy. Because when you show up with presence, calm, cool, and collected, it's powerful. And people will respond differently. We're always being tested. They're looking for your response. And when you master the response of calm, cool clarity, everything changes. And that's what the JQ Edge will help you accomplish. It's not other people's unregulated emotions. It's not their being unhinged. It's you responding differently. And the most amazing thing is when you start doing something differently, people who know you will test you and see if you're going to be consistent. That happens in business, that happens at home, that happens with parents. And now you have it. You have the powerful tool to reset. Sit, let the sting settle. And if you can't sit, just stand calmly, shoulders back, and do the reset. Let the sting settle. Breathe in, and no one will hear it or see it. Maybe they'll notice you breathe in, you do that reset. It creates a different blood flow in your brain. You don't owe anybody a reaction. Think, what do I know about myself right now? What's the best response? Your brain will give you the right answer. And feel. When you can feel the feeling coming through your body and respond with kindness, you have their attention. People are not expecting that. They're expecting the jab to come back. So grab your chair of joy wherever it is in the world. Before you react, let things settle. You're allowed to think through it and feel it. Take a breath first. Think, what do I actually know about myself right now? How can I respond best, differently? Show up with clarity and presence. Feel the shift in your feet rising through your body. I move through it with the rest of my day. And it's different for me now since I've been with JOYELY and the JQ Edge. I had a long history in the 90s of responding poorly. And now I say to myself, we're not going backwards. I'm moving forward. And the proof is only to myself. I only need to prove it. I can feel the difference. And I want to help all of you feel the difference because when you feel the difference, when it's internal, it sticks. It starts to become the new you, the new way to think, feel, and respond. And it's powerful and it can happen. And it's not external validation, it's you knowing through whatever potholes and ditches you've been through. That's the only proof that holds is your experience. So it's never for the other person first. So now it's happening. I'm getting invited to train and coach and speak. It's happening. It's happening slowly, but it's happening. It's a change. It's a shift. I'm using the tools to navigate. And remember, we're always navigating like this. It's not a straight line. It could be side to side and up and down, but you keep going. That's your proof. My proof is people are calling back. People are responding. People are connecting. And I love that because I know what my purpose is. I want to help more. I want to reach out. I want to connect. I want to show how the JQ Edge can work to stop reacting and start taking charge with clarity, with purpose, with kindness. It's not something that a doctorate gets you. I know that now for sure. because I've had my doctorate for a long time. I got mine back in the 1880s. No, of course not. In the 1989, June 1989 to be precise. So the proof is in you. It's powerful, it's extraordinary, it's more than that. You can do it. Do it anyway. Push through. And please contact us if you would like some help. This is the JQ Edge. We train it by living it. Let's get the edge together. Let's have a call together and see how we can help you do it anyway. Thank you for joining. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Have a joyfully, extraordinarily joyful day. Take care now.